Natalia reacts to Maxxine breakthrough win on WWE Raw. What happens when a legend watches the next generation finally break through? What happens when years of hard work, setbacks, and doubters all get silenced in one career-defining moment? Maxxine Dupri just shocked the world with an absolutely stunning victory on Raw, and Natalia's reaction to witnessing this breakthrough is giving us all the feels and reminding us why moments like these are what wrestling is all about. Welcome back to WWE Extreme, where today we are breaking down Maxxine's incredible win, Natalia's emotional response, and why this moment matters way more than you might think. Before we dive into this feel-good story that is going to make you believe in the magic of wrestling again, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell, because we are covering every major moment, every emotional reaction, and every game-changing development in WWE. And you need to be here for all of it. So let us set the stage for what just went down on Raw, because this was not your typical throwaway match. Maxxine Dupri has been grinding for months, putting in the work, improving every single week, but always falling just short of that big moment that would legitimize her as a serious competitor. Critics have been brutal, questioning whether she belongs in the ring with established stars, wondering if she's just eye candy with a microphone, doubting whether she has what it takes to hang with the elite-level talent on the Raw roster. Well, Maxxine just answered every single one of those doubters with the performance of her career. And who was she facing? Not some random jobber brought in to make her look good. Maxxine was up against legitimate competition, someone who has held championships, someone who has main event shows, someone who absolutely nobody expected Maxxine to beat. The odds were stacked against her. The commentary team was treating her like an underdog with no real chance, and the crowd was ready to watch another valiant effort that ultimately falls short. But Maxxine had other plans, and what she delivered was nothing short of spectacular. From the opening bell, Maxxine showed a level of intensity and technical skill that caught everyone off guard. This was not the Maxxine we have seen before. This was someone who had clearly been in the gym, in the ring, and in her own head figuring out exactly what she needed to do to compete at this level. Every move was crisp, every counter was smart. Every moment of selling made you believe that she belonged in this match. And then, in a sequence that had the entire arena on their feet, Maxxine hit her finish, got the 3 count, and the place absolutely exploded. But here's where the story gets even better. The cameras immediately cut to Natalia backstage, and the look on her face was pure, unfiltered emotion. Natalia, the third-generation superstar who has seen everything in this business, who has been a mentor and supporter of Maxxine throughout this journey, was watching with tears in her eyes and the biggest smile you have ever seen. This was not just a veteran happy for a colleague. This was someone who genuinely cares about Maxxine's success, watching a dream come true in real time. And Natalia's reaction tells us so much about what this win means. For someone like Natalia, who has spent years helping develop younger talent, who has put people over countless times, who has been the measuring stick for the women's division, seeing Maxxine finally break through validates all of that work. It proves that the mentorship matters, that the time spent teaching and guiding makes a difference, that believing in someone when everyone else is skeptical can lead to these magical moments. Natalia was not just reacting to a win. She was reacting to the culmination of a journey that she had been part of every step of the way. But let us talk about what this breakthrough win means for Maxxine herself, because this is a career-altering moment. Before this match, Maxxine was a mid-card talent with potential, but no signature victories to point to. After this match, she is a legitimate contender who has proven she can beat top-level competition. That credibility is everything in WWE. It is the difference between being a name on the roster and being someone that fans take seriously when they enter a title picture. Maxxine just leveled up in the most definitive way possible, and the entire trajectory of her career just changed. And you know what makes this even sweeter? Maxxine earned this. She did not get handed an opportunity because of backstage politics or family connections. She worked her way up from the bottom, improved week after week, took criticism and used it as motivation, and finally put together the performance that demanded recognition. That is the kind of story that wrestling fans love because it feels authentic it feels deserved. It feels like justice in a business that does not always reward hard work and dedication. Now let us talk about Natalia's specific reaction, because she did not just smile and nod. She gave us a full emotional breakdown that is already going viral. Natalia talked about watching Maxxine struggle in training, watching her doubt herself, watching her get knocked down and have to find the courage to get back up. Natalia shared stories about late-night conversations where Maxxine questioned whether she was good enough, whether she belonged, whether all the work would ever pay off. And now, watching Maxxine stand in the ring with her hand raised in victory, all of those doubts have been answered in the most emphatic way possible. But here's what really got me about Natalia's reaction: the pride. This was not jealousy or resentment that someone else is getting their moment. This was pure pride from someone who invested time and energy into helping another person succeed. Natalia understands that her legacy is not just about her own accomplishments. It is about the people she helped along the way, the careers she influenced, the doors she helped open. Maxxine's breakthrough win is part of Natalia's legacy now, and the emotion we saw backstage was Natalia recognizing that connection in real time. And let us not forget what this means for the women's division as a whole, because Maxxine's win just made everything more interesting. Suddenly, there is a new player in the title picture, a new dynamic that booking can explore, a new matchup that fans want to see. The division just got deeper, more competitive, and more unpredictable. That is good for everyone involved, because it means more opportunities, more compelling storylines, and more chances for women to showcase their talent on the biggest stages. But you know what might be the most important aspect of this whole situation? The message it sends to every aspiring wrestler watching. Maxxine's journey proves that you do not have to be the most naturally gifted athlete to succeed. So when we talk about Natalia reacting to Maxxine's breakthrough win on Raw, we're talking about way more than just one match or one reaction. We're talking about mentorship paying off, hard work being rewarded, doubters being silenced, and the next generation proving they belong. We're talking about legacy, both what Maxxine is building and what Natalia is leaving behind. And we're talking about the kind of authentic, emotional storytelling that reminds us why professional wrestling, at its best, is the most compelling form of entertainment in the world. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.